Hey, what's up, guys? I'm doing a Infinitrack deck profile for you guys. So I was not able to get everything like I was planning on, but I do have one of each card. So I'm planning on going to take this deck to regionals, just because online I've been kind of still been breaking with it. Even with the updates I've done to it, it's just really hard to get to where I want it right now. I'm just running a pure build. But I have heard that Infinitrack is getting 1 to 2 more level 4 or lower monsters, so that'll make it easier to play now. So I don't know when the cards will come out or when they'll be announced, but that's what I've heard. So anyway, so 3 Infinitrack Anchor Drill. So I don't know if you guys can see that. There we go. So basically, you can special 1 Earth Machine from your hand, which you can go for Harvester, which is a option, and then basically the other effects which both Harvester and Anchor Drill have, which I will actually just show you. So basically, if you can target basically your level 5, which can be any, and they basically gain the same level, so they both become level 9. So it's like the old Photon Satellite card, if you guys know that. That's basically what it's basically is. So yeah, so that's basically Anchor. And then 3 Harvester. So basically both when they're normal threshold, you can do the effect. So for Harvester, you basically add a Infinitrack from your deck to your hand. So if you went Anchor into Harvester, like no Anchor, Special Harvester, and then effect, you can go Trencher, Tribute, Special Trencher, and Defense, because that's what the effect says. And then effect, make them both level 9, and then go into a Exceed monster. So it's actually pretty cool. Or you can treat the Anchor and then bring out and then go for a rank 7. That's also another option. So plenty of different plays to do with the deck. So and then 3 Trencher. Its other effect is that you banish him from your grave, and then you special a Infinitrack from your grave. So that's what I was saying, where you can banish him, bring back Harvester or Anchor, and then continue with your plays on the next turn. So and then 2 Tunneler. He's basically your Pilot Avarice. So you shuffle back 5 Earth Machines. By banishing him, and then you draw 2 cards. So it's really quite good to help shuffle back your resources, so you have them for later. So yeah, and then 2 Crab Crane. You banish a Infinitrack, and then you add Overtrigger extension for your deck to your hand, which is basically this card. So yeah. And then 2 Drag Shovel. He searches out your trap, which is Spin Turn. I don't think I have that around me yet. Actually, I do. So I'll go ahead and show you guys this. So this is what Spin Turn does. So yeah, you could pause and read that if you guys wanted to. But yeah, so that's basically it for the Infinitrack monsters. Now for a few other things I run. 3 Vader, and then 2 Prankatrops. Just good stuff to run in the deck. You may want to go second with this deck because you don't want to go first. Um, so yeah, it's basically kind of going second deck. You can go first, but it's not. You don't have really good boards that you can make unless you run the scraps with it. Which I don't really care for that build too much. I know it's a really good build, but I just don't really care for it. So, but that's basically it for the monsters. Now for the spells. So 3 lemon turtle. Just everything or all the infinite tracks are machines, so kind of easy to help OTK. Call by the grave because you don't want anything to get ash or ogred or any of those hand traps. It really does hurt a lot. So double twin twister to just help get rid of back row, which is also a issue for this deck. So 2 out trigger extension. So basically this is your Echo Magic, and then also your Exceed monsters cannot be targeted by card effects. So it's your Echo Magic plus a little bit of protection. So it's pretty cool. And then my tech card for this deck is Crossbreed. Since I'm having so much trouble with bricking, at least for right now, that's basically my card to help me out a little bit. Now, when the newer Infinitrack, like the newer ones, from the not from the Infinity Chaser, so like the newer ones I was talking about, once those get released, then I will change up the whole build and take out this and play a few other cards. But for now, it kind of helps with getting what you need to your hand. So, and then 2 burial from a different dimension. Now, I'm sure they're probably looking at your screen and like, why do you run that? Doesn't do anything, and how is it useful? Well, late game when you burn through all your banish effects, you have no way of recycling yourself back in, which is basically Tunneler's main goal. And so, basically, late game, you need to play this, bring back Tunneler into your graveyard, and then just help recycle your stuff again. So, it's just really useful for late game, like I said, just to help bring your stuff back, and then to help shuffle back your resources so you can keep your engine going. So, that's mainly what that's there for. Or even mid game, when you burn through everything, it's really useful then too. So, and then Foolish Burial, just really useful card to help dump Trencher or Tunneler to your grave, so that way you can start the recycle process. So 1 day piece, just because this deck does brick, but like I said, when the near Infinitrack, the level 4 or lower monsters are out, then this we cut, probably the burial we cut down to 1, possibly, and then like I said, crossbreed and a few other things. So yeah, and then Monster Reborn, which is obvious. So, and that's basically it for the spells. Now for the traps. 2 Headstorm Duster, because like I said, back row is an issue with this deck. So, and then 1 Jar Avarice. Again, for the same reason as Burial, just help shuffle back your resources just to maintain your engine, to help keep it going. So yeah. So that's basically it for the main deck. Now for extra deck, 3 Goliath. This card's actually really quite good because what you can basically do, or at least what I've done, is you can go into the rank 9, detach 2, pop 2 cards, and then send this for this, and then this effect in the grave you can tribute the link, special this out, and then effect of the link, equip it to the um, Exceed material. And so what Goliath does while it's equipped with the Exceed material is that it prevents the Exceed material from being destroyed by card effect. So they can run it over by battle, but they just can't destroy it by card effect. So it prevents like Raigeki, Dark Hole, stuff like that from destroying it. So it's really, really pretty good. So, and then one Infinitrack Fortress Megaton. I've never even summoned this card, but I still have it just in case. It's more there, like I said, just in case I do get off. But it takes 3 Exceed monsters to summon it, which makes it the hardest. And then it's unfed by all card effects, except those of Exceed monsters cannot be destroyed by battle, except with a Exceed monster. And then target a Exceed monster in the grave, and one card that your opponent controls, special the card from the grave, and then if you do, attach the opponent's card to it as a material. And then any damage your opponent takes is halved. So it's really, really quite good. Just mainly as a beat stick, it's really, really quite good. So yeah. And then 2 Keyboard Genius. This card has saved me in so many machine decks. Just versus so many things. Time Lords, it saved me against. And like I said, just quite a few other decks that I can't remember at the moment. So yeah, just really, really quite good because you target another card in the monster that you're targeting, or the card that you're targeting, and then negate both. So, like I said, it's really, really quite good. So you can negate like a Time Lord, and then attack over it without having the effect go off, or this is actually saving against burn because it's unaffected by spoken traps, and so as I can just attack into it and have everything else in defense, and it's like, what can you do? It's like you can't do anything besides just flip over your burn cards that don't target. So yeah. So anyways, 3 Infinitrack Rivers Stormer. So you detach 1, take 1 Earth Machine from your deck, and then send, or you add it to your hand or send it to your grave. So it's kind of like a level chain, but for Earth Machines. So it's pretty cool. And then if this card's in your grave, you can tribute 1 Machine Link. Special discard from your grave and defense. They all have that effect. The rank 7 and the rank 9 both have that effect. And then Infinitrack Mountain Smasher. They all have another effect where if you destroy a monster in battle, then it equips it to the monster as a Exceed material. They all have that effect too. But the other effect that makes it different is that you detach 1, this card gains its dot and attack. That's the only thing that one really does. So, and then the Earth Slicer. You can detach up to as many materials as you want. You can detach 2, 3, 4, however many, and then you destroy that many cards on the field. So it's really, really quite good. So yeah. So that's basically it for the Infinitrack deck profile. So thanks for watching. I am building scraps too, the scrap deck. So I'll probably have a deck profile on that as well. So make sure I stay tuned for that. That'll probably be after this deck. So like I said, stay tuned. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned for duels with this deck as well. And yeah, I will catch y'all in the duel video tomorrow. I guess.